12 months ago, I decided to start a YouTube channel where I documented my 7-month journey becoming an Ironman from scratch. And this is how it went. He's on a 56.
You are an Ironman!
Good morning. We don't need an ND filter on, I think. We're going to Albert Park because I've done all my rides outside this week. But when I ride outside, I feel my glutes and I just feel like a bit better riding. So we're just gonna try and do all my sessions outside this week. 1 year since I uploaded my first ever video. And now, hang on, let me turn down the music. Yeah, today marks 1 year of YouTube. 1 year of YouTube, 1 year of making videos. And yeah, I started from, I think, 8 subscribers that were definitely my mates from years ago. And then, yeah, now we're at a massive 15,000, which is a massive community. Thank you guys for continuing to support me as well and supporting me in my endeavors, whether they're good or bad. Hopefully they're good. It's pretty neat that we get to go on the F1 track, and we have access to that in Melbourne, so everyone just rides the F1 track. There's a lot of people there, and there's a bunch of cyclists there. But yeah, we're going to be doing a threshold bike and then a threshold run. It's not really a brick session, it's just, so I'm going to take my time with it and see how the knee pulls up after the bike session, because if it's too sore, I'll do the run later on in the day. So let's get the bike ready, let's get everything out, and let's get ready to rock and roll.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission the same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is a buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it, I get the bag and I run with it. Gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse, I am not impressed. I don't need a rest, coming in with less, then you see the flash.
Check the Wahoo, make sure everything is on it. There we go, that's today's session. Quick last hit of Monster Energy. Chuck the Osmo pocket in the back. I'm gonna put the camera away, so I'll see you guys on the bike. Alrighty, so it's gonna be 20 minutes warm up. Target between 99 to 174 watts. Then it ramps up a little bit, and then after that it's 10-minute threshold intervals. Let's do this warm up. We're just about to start our intervals. It's absolute perler of a day out here. So let's keep it going and let's start these intervals. First one's done. We start the next one in 30 seconds. So wish me luck. 10 minutes at around 200 to 220 watts. I don't really know what I'm doing though. It's actually really hard to calculate. I've got it on 3-second average, but sometimes I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just inefficient. Anyway.
I keep it coming like this is buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it.
Alright, so I'm just doing a cool down now. 15 minutes to go in the cool down. Not too sure if I'm gonna run yet though. I think I might let the knees settle down a little bit and then go for the run. For me to do the Ironman, I need to tick off all the sessions, mentally anyway. Because if I just have like a couple breaks and have like a week off and, you know, I just know that I'm not gonna get the time I want. So for me, it's not really more of a like, you know, I can take a couple weeks off and go and complete the Ironman in December. For me, it's like, you know, as it was at the start, I want to do a really good time, or a time that at least I'm satisfied with. But yeah, for me, it's more of a case like, I just really, like, I know I can do a good time if I can stay on the deck. And yeah, I suppose that's a hard thing with sport in general, okay? I just know how much like the next Ironman I do is going to mean to me. Like I know how much it's going to mean to get out there and be totally happy with how I've done my prep and that's pretty big for me. You know, I just want to be really happy when I do the next one, and you know that I've done everything I can. And I really like riding in my aero position. It's okay. I can pretty much hold this position like no matter what I'm doing now. Anyway, I'll catch you guys when I finish up. Ciao.
Like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this a buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the back and I run
Is
with
that some sort of event that I don't know about? I've never seen that before. Is it actually like, does anyone know if that's an event? I'm really curious.
So average around 30, max 47. Oh, didn't mean that.
I don't even think I was pushing more than 100 watts in the last 20 minutes. So to average 30 k's an hour and not push 100 watts in the last 20 minutes, must be alright. So
like gold, I ain't asking for hope, cause I know that it's show, now you seeing me blow. This is premeditated, I've been underrated, that's an understatement. I ain't coming later, the abundance came when I allowed my bosom to the loving greater. He the one who made it, so I'm in my bag.
So as much as I would absolutely love and plan to do my threshold run now, I'm not going to. I'm gonna see if I can settle my knee down, and I'll do it later tonight. I have to get through these sessions just for me to know that I'm gonna do the Ironman, because I want to do the Ironman properly. Like, I don't want to do it, you know, I've done some sessions, I'm semi-happy, I know I can complete it. Like, I don't want to do that this time. I want to make sure that if I'm gonna do an Ironman, I'm gonna do it properly. And I just want to know that, I'm 100% race ready. Like, I know when I go out there that I've done everything I can. And if it means that I need to delay it, then it does. But, I'm still trying to do all the sessions, and yeah, we're 1 week into the build one on a Thursday. We're gonna go home, rest the knee a little bit, do a bit of editing work, do a lot of editing work, actually. I've got a lot due. Let's go home and let's see how we go. So it is currently the hottest day in Melbourne so far. 25 degrees Celsius, and 3:40 p.m. in the afternoon. And we're about to go try and do our threshold run. The knee's gotten a little bit better over the day, so as I said, gonna try and do all the sessions I can. And that's the session. So let's get cracking into this one. Let's see how we go.
I had to hop in the kitchen, I'm really on fire, ignited.
By 6 minutes, anywhere between 4:40 to 5. See how we feel. And then 3 minutes rest in between. It is a hot one today for us Melbourne people. Whew.
Water on the floor is cold as ice, I'm finna trade, yeah. Serve it to the people, they need hope, it's no delay. The odds against me, back against the wall, my strength beat, yeah. I can't let it break.
Yum. Hello, mate. So, got a minute until the next 6 minute one. One last 6 minutes to go. Basically 4 minutes short on the cool down. And done. Alright, so that's the run. The knee probably started giving up in the last 20 minutes, but yeah, we got the run done, or most of it anyway, missed out on 4 minutes. But yeah, so that's the run done. I'm basically just gonna ice and do the night wrap and everything like that today. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we go do the Q&A, because I gotta have a shower and get changed. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow and we'll jump into the bit of questions for the 1 year. So see how we go. See you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, sorry, it has been a couple days. First of all, I just wanted to say a massive thank you. 1 year on YouTube, crazy. Thanks everyone for supporting me. Thanks everyone for watching my channel. Thanks everyone for watching the content. Yeah, 1 year on YouTube, crazy. And the support I've received over the years. So thank you so much to everyone that's commented, shared, or done anything that has supported me. I really do appreciate it. So earlier on in the week, I did a little bit of a Q&A thing on Instagram, and I'm just gonna go through the questions now and answer those off as my 1 year thingy-majiggy. It's my 1 year thing. I screenshotted them all and I haven't read them all, so we'll do that as we go through them. The first one is, how are you? I'm great. I'm doing well. Thank you. That's it. I'm doing well. The next one was, how to get started on YouTube. Been wanting to, but don't know how and with what. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a hard question, but at the end of the day, you can start YouTube with anything. Like I've said before, like you can start YouTube with your phone. It depends on what you want to do for YouTube. Like it depends on like what type of style you want to create and how you want the videos to look at the end of the day. You know, if you don't mind just making long format content on your phone, but if you want to try and change to like production level quality or high quality, then obviously you need higher equipment to get the higher quality. But yeah, don't get me wrong, you can have very good quality with iPhones nowadays and also with lighting, like I've said before. But yeah, at the end of the day, I use a Sony a7 IV for all my YouTube content. And getting started is just starting. I know it's pretty vague and it sounds simple, but just posting and learning, because if you don't post and you don't make videos, you're never gonna learn. Like I think my first series was really good with that, because you could see, like, I started DaVinci, like I'd never learned DaVinci Resolve. I started with my video one, that's why the audio is a bit not good. I didn't really know what I was doing in DaVinci. And then by the end, like every single video was edited in DaVinci Resolve, and I never edited in DaVinci before that. So I used my whole series to learn DaVinci Resolve. So yeah, to get started on YouTube, you just gotta start. You will get better as time goes on. You should be seeing some type of upward trend, at least in your skill level. At least you can know, like 16 weeks later, you can be like, the quality that I'm putting out now is a lot better than what I put out in week one. And I think that's what's really good about trying to do something weekly. I hope that answers a little bit of the question. All right, the next one. Clark says, how far do you think you'll keep pushing the fitness? As in, what is the end goal? This is a great question. I've spoken about this question with a few people. I wasn't gonna say it on YouTube, but I really want to get to Nice next year. Nice, Nice. I really want to get there. But I have a couple of things I want to do next year. Like I want to do a specific marathon prep and just train for a marathon. And I still want to do my open water long swim, like a 20K swim. So there's a few things I want to do next year, and obviously a marathon and open water swimming are a lot cheaper than doing Ironmans and Nice and Nice and everything like that. So yeah, that is my end goal. Like I want to get to the world champs and I just want to experience it. That's the hard thing. That's why you hear me say a lot of times, like, I don't want to just go to Busselton and just like complete another Ironman. Like I want to do well. And I just want to leave everything out there and know that when I finish the race the next time, whether it's Busselton, whether it's a race after, just know that I've done the most I can. Like I've done the best I can, and that's it. Like I'm here on this day and I've done the best I can. That is as far as I want to push it at the moment. I do want to try and get to the world champs. If I don't get there, don't get me wrong, I've done a 13-hour Ironman. I'm nowhere near the world champs, but like that is where I just want to try it once in my life, save up money to do it as well. But at the end of the day, I wanted to do Busselton so that I could save up for the whole year and just like save money, just save until I like had enough to do the world champ. But yeah, I wasn't gonna say that on YouTube, but if I'm being honest, because I'm pretty honest on YouTube, that's pretty much my goal. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, you know, at least I know, the thing is, if I get there, I get there. But if I don't, at least I know next time I do it, at least I know it's like, that was the best I put in and that's all I could have done on the day. Goals are meant to be high and you are meant to be scared of your goals. So yeah, that's my goal. I laughed at this one. How many pairs of goggles and bathers do you have, given how often you forget them? I think like 3 or 4 pairs of bathers now. Like 5 pairs of goggles. Yeah, that's your answer. I think like 5, maybe 6 pairs of goggles. I'm trying to think. No, 5 pairs of goggles. And then I use someone else's. Next one was, do you write down what you say in front of the camera before, or do you improvise? It really depends. Like, if you go watch my first like 7 videos, a lot of that was scripted because I wanted to try and tell a sequence story. And then like right now, it's just improvising, just reading the question and answering them. I would say I probably haven't scripted much since like week 7, 8, somewhere around there. I just found scripting was a lot easier to make the videos for me at the time because I just have to go out, shoot B-roll. I wouldn't even talk when I was vlogging or training. And I would just come back on like a Friday, say my scripts, put B-roll over it. It's a lot easier that way. And I grew quicker when I was doing scripting compared to vlogging, but I feel like vlogging shows my true self. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I do a bit of scripting stuff though. So if you watch like my video that was on the day that the Trump stuff happened and I don't know, something happened to it, but it was on my, like when I turned 25, I'll put it here, that was scripted. But you can tell because it's scripted, but like there's a story and a flow and it makes sense. Where training vlogs can just go anywhere. Like they can just go like, I'm having the best day of my life to I'm having knee pain, you know, like, so it's a hard one. I improvise at the moment though, if that's the question. What lens do you use to capture your videos? I'm using at the moment a 24-70 Sigma f2.8. When I get enough money down the line, I really want to get a 24 f1.4 for these shots, just so I can have a better depth of field. But yeah, that is what I'm using. Next one, how does your ideal day look? My ideal day would honestly just involve like no pain, just going out, potentially enjoying like a ride. I actually really like riding outdoors. This week, a lot of people have said it to me. I did no trainer rides, completely outdoors this week. It is fun. Like outdoors is so much better. Anyway, back to my ideal day. My ideal day would probably just be wake up, walk Boston, eat food, go for a ride, walk Boston, take Boston to the park, eat food, go to bed. I don't know, that's a really hard question. Next one. Is there a YouTuber or professional athlete you would like to film a video together with? I'll put that in 2 parts. As a YouTuber, I always wanted to film a video with Sam Calder. Yeah. Don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity to. Yeah, I've always wanted to film with Sam Calder. So there's that. Professional athlete. I would love to spend a day with Mitch and Daniel. Whether I'm filming for Daniel, I don't mind. I would just love to spend a day with them. And I think that'd be sick. Like, I think that'd be cool. Yeah. I think that would be cool. I'd also love to film Sam Long because I think he would have a very, very funny day in the life video. I don't know. I just feel like his video, like if he had good day in the life videos, I reckon he would be hilarious. He has an amazing character that should be on camera more. But yeah, I think they would be my 2 professional athletes at the moment. Knowing what you know now, how would you have tackled this journey differently? That is a really, really tough question. I honestly, like straight out honest, I probably wouldn't have done it, knowing how expensive it is, but knowing how much I enjoyed it, you know, like it is expensive, but you know, I really haven't had like this much fun training since I was like 16, which is like 8 years ago. So at the end of the day, like money isn't everything. And to be honest, like I've revolved my life around money since I was like 18. And you know, everything I did, like I'd always be trying to figure out the cost of everything. And yeah, I suppose like, I don't know if that's common, but yeah, I'd always be like, I'd be pretty anal about like how much I was spending. And that's why I was able to obviously do my Ironman and do another one. But yeah, I was pretty anal about not spending too much and basically like trying to really, really maximize my savings. But I wasn't really having fun. I know my brother told me off all the time, but yeah, how would I change it differently? Yeah, it's hard. I go on a little bit of a tangent. That is a really hard question. Put your money smarter. I know I'm back on this money thing, but I spent like a lot of money on like cheap stuff, and like all the cheap stuff accumulated to being much more expensive because everything kept going wrong. Instead of just like buying something where like, you know, I'm like, oh, this is outside my budget, like the Canyon Speedmax was. And so was the Giant Trinity. But at the end of the day, like I've had a lot less problems. I didn't have like barely any problems with the Speedmax compared to like my other bike and the first road bike I bought. And, you know, like basically like that road bike was cracked and went to scrap, and, you know, like I ended up wasting over like $1,500 or even nearly $2,000 on that thing. Just purely from like road bike, bike fit, bike parts for it, services, like it all adds up. Like you might go, oh yeah, the bike was 700. But like once you get like a bike fit and like everything adds up very, very quickly. Yeah. So I'd probably say like spend within reason, but like have a budget, and just know that you might run into a little bit of problems, is what I found anyway. A couple of people haven't. All my mates have had no problems at all. So I think it's luck as well. But yeah, sorry. That was a little bit of a tangent one. That was a really hard question to answer. Do I need all fancy equipment to start a channel on YouTube? How did you start? So this is a hard one. I find this is this is what I said before, but you don't need fancy equipment to start on YouTube, but it depends on what quality of content you want to put out. I was filming already, like filming was my part-time job. So yeah, it's a lot harder, it's a lot different for me than it is for someone else. Because for someone else to go out there and buy all the equipment that I have, you know, you're not even doing an Ironman. It's gonna be like a $20,000, $25,000 process, probably more, to go and do an Ironman and film yourself on YouTube. Like it's just not worth it. But yeah, I know a lot of people that just use their phone, and at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to your character. And as long as you're having a ball, people want to see you have fun. That's why I'm really, really spewing. My last like 12 uploads, I haven't been like enjoying my life as much or enjoying my vlogs as much because, you know, I'm in pain, and I hate to like say it, and I always want to like try and be positive and be happy. And because at the end of the day, like people don't really want to watch like complaining. They want to see the struggles, they want to see the hardship. But at the end of the day, as long as you're embracing it, having fun, and promoting some type of positive influence or positive like demeanor, and have a really good like character and enthusiasm, people will watch you. And yeah, I think it's less about the equipment and more about what you're doing. Like have fun with it. People will enjoy you having fun. So yeah, I hope that helps. But if we're getting stuck on like how I started, I really wouldn't copy my process, because I've had all this equipment. So yeah, it would be a very, very expensive Ironman if you decide to copy my process. What watch have you been using for all your training? I'm using this guy, Coros Apex 2 Pro. Really good. Coros sent it to me, obviously, I think in like week 15 or something like that. Pretty much no complaints apart from the big button sometimes, like if you're pushing off the wall, it can stop or pause your laps. But yeah, no complaints at all. Obviously I did buy a Garmin 955, but when you have the opportunity to test out the Coros, I tested it out. And it's great. Like I literally charge this thing once every like 3 weeks. So once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. It's bloody amazing. And the amount of times that like I just forget to charge stuff, great. Like that is the #1 thing where I'm so happy, where I'm like, this is sick. I don't have to charge it. I can just go do like a full week or a full week and a half, 2 weeks of Ironman training and not charge it. Amazing. Next one is, what do you use to keep the lid under control in training? Fellow curly brother. Nothing. This is like, honestly, some days it's everywhere. Some days it is nowhere. But I wear hats all the time because if I don't wear hats, my hair goes everywhere. So That's how I keep it under control, by wearing hats. During training, I wear hats. And the helmet keeps it back as well. And then swimming, obviously I just tie it up, put in the cap. But yeah, that's why literally you see me wear hats a lot of the time. Because if I don't wear hats, like, I can't train. The hair is everywhere. So I feel you, mate. I do feel you. The answer those hats. All right, next one. Sorry, there's a lot of questions, but I'm going through them all this time. Last time I did them, I didn't go through them all. Sorry. Do you have plans to do the Ironman or the 70.3 in Brazil? If Brazil want to sponsor me to go there, I will do it. Otherwise, I would not do it. So yeah, if Ironman Brazil are watching, I'll see you in Brazil. Do you plan to keep doing Ironmans after you complete your second one? Sort of just gave that away before. But yeah, I want to do the World Champs, and if I get there, and that will probably be it for a little bit, so I can save some money and invest in my future. But yeah, I want to do a marathon specific training, and I want to do a 20K swim. I also want to do a backyard ultra, but that wouldn't be until like 2026, like the year after. I was planning to do one next year, but if it really depends, like if I'm able to get to World, you know, I don't know if I will. Because at the end of the day, I've got a 13-hour Ironman time at the moment. But if I don't get to Worlds, I'll do a backyard ultra. And then I'll probably have a break off Ironman for a little bit. I'll still enjoy like my riding, swimming and running and everything. But I just won't be doing Ironmans because honestly, it's just too expensive for me. That is probably the answer for now. For now, it can change. The answer can change. What do you love most about Try and why you decide to prep for a new Ironman season? Thanks and keep pushing, bro. Thank you for the question. I probably love most about Try is that if you're not injured, you can push like as hard as you want. Like you can literally just like invest so much time into training and just like really improve yourself. And I think that's like something really cool. Like you can always do better. There's always something that you can do better in triathlon. Whether that's listening to people or whether that's changing like a bike setup, whether that's changing like your plan, there is always something that you can do to get better. And I really enjoy that aspect. And I love that I know how to swim now and I can swim very, very well apparently. So yeah, new Ironman season was purely because I was not very happy with my other Ironman and I knew I can definitely do better. And you know, even though it was off 7 months, I know like, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't leave everything out there. I just couldn't. I just want to know on my next Ironman that I've left everything out there. You know, I'd literally rather, like, I know it sounds bad, but I'd rather collapse and DNF off like literally trying my hardest than do what I did last time. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I just want to give it my all and just, yeah, I don't know. I just want to give it my all. Nothing to ask, just passing by to say you're a huge inspiration. Cheers from Brazil. Thank you so much, mate. I never honestly, like, I get this so much, and I always take it for granted at the moment. But like, for me to be any type of inspiration to someone is just like man, like, I don't know. It just makes me, I don't know. It makes me like feel so grateful. You know, I never did it for that reason. Like, at the end of the day, I'm very happy I was able to raise money and raise awareness for osteosarcoma. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, it blows me away a little bit. So yeah, whenever anyone sends me, I get a lot of messages and, you know, I hear about a lot of people that dealing with like some type of adversity. Yeah. And, you know, I just want to say like, just keep going, you know, you'll have troubles and you'll have a lot of stuff that happens, goes wrong along the way. But yeah, the more you do and the more you face these challenges, the better you'll be in the long run. What do you do for a living? How do you combine it with Ironman training? Now, at the moment, as I said, like I'm not a full-time osteo. I'm not even a part-time osteo anymore. At the moment, for a living, I'm just purely doing filmmaking and editing. So it really depends. Like if you see me training early morning or late at night, it's because I film through that day. Like Monday, I won't be able to train, filming all day. So yeah, editing, if you see me basically training in the middle of the day, I have editing jobs on that day. You know, it really depends. At the moment, I've only got one more filming job until I go to China, and the rest is all editing because I am so backlogged for editing at the moment. I have a lot of edits to do. Editing, being a freelance editor is really, really flexible because at the end of the day, you work on your own time. You just have due dates and deadlines. But I definitely don't earn as much money as what I was earning as an osteo. But that's because I'm only just picking up editing again now. So yeah, what has been the most rewarding part of this experience? These are hard questions. Most rewarding. Probably say the friends I've made out of this journey. Like Mark, for example. Mark's a massive one. He hasn't been on this channel much, but like someone like that, you know, I'm very happy that I met. Anton, bloody hell, man. Anton, like, that guy is amazing. He's just about to be a father as well, hopefully this week. Yeah, that guy's been amazing to me. So there's so many people. I'm sorry if I forgot you, but like, yeah, like definitely the friendships that I've built from this journey. I think it's been amazing. I think that's definitely the most rewarding experience, to know that there's people out there that, you know, just want to help you. How long did it take you to be able to swim 1,000 meters? Great question. I don't know. It depends if you're counting continuous or if you're counting like 1,000 meters. In my first couple of weeks, I literally just started like swimming as much as I could. I can't remember what the distances were. When I did my first 1,000, it was when Anna told me to get into the pool and try and swim 1,900 meters. That was my first like continuous 1,000. I think I did like freestyle breaststroke or something like that. I can't remember. My breaststroke was more like a doggy paddle, but that was when I did my first continuous 1,000. I think it was like week 4. It would have been slow, but yeah, that would have been my first continuous. I was pretty persistent with swimming. Like I would stay in the pool for hours. I think that's what I try and tell a lot of people, because a lot of people try and ask me a bit of advice for swimming, which I don't mind giving advice. But like I always say, like I spent like a really, really long time in the pool. For someone that was like new to swimming, I was spending like insane amount of time in the pool. Next one, doing 70.3 Melbourne. No, I'm not doing 70.3 Melbourne, sorry. No question, just love your content, awesome videos. Thank you, sir. Thanks for watching, mate. Thanks for watching. Last one. Biggest tip for younger athletes. I would honestly say enjoy sport. Like enjoy it. Because, you know, although it's like you put yourself under so much pressure and you really want to you want to do your best. And at the end of the day, when you're younger, I think you should enjoy it. Aim for a high level. Don't get me wrong. Aim for gold, aim for the stars. But just enjoy your time, because when you're like me and you're injured a lot, a lot of people don't get injured when they're younger, or your bodies are a bit more adaptable. And I'm still young, don't get me wrong. But I would honestly say like, just enjoy your time, especially team sports. Like, although team sports last forever, you form like amazing relationships when you're younger in team sports. So my honest advice, like it's not really a performance thing or anything, it's just enjoy it. Like enjoy being younger and enjoy being in high school or primary school, or probably not primary school if you're watching this, but like high school, and just enjoy your time of being an athlete and enjoy team sports, embrace it, like get the team, like enjoy everything with the team, go to all the events, and just enjoy being in a team sport, enjoy your time and enjoy being an athlete. Because at the end of the day, like what I've learned is like, it doesn't last forever. You know, I got injured when I was 16, with a wrist injury, and that pretty much put me out for 2 years. And then I just got a bit, I suppose, like down about it, and you know, played footy 2 years after that. Then I quit. But yeah, it's definitely crazy. Like I quit playing basketball to focus on footy, and you know, you just realize how much you miss it or how good it was at the time. So my honest advice is just enjoy it. Like enjoy it. So yeah, I hope that helps. But that would be my number one advice for younger athletes. Enjoy your time, enjoy playing sport with mates, and yeah, just have fun doing it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. That is another week. That is 1 year
since I uploaded my first video to YouTube. See you guys next week. Hopefully it goes better than this week. I don't think it's going to, but hopefully it does. See you guys next week. Peace.
I had to hop in the kitchen, I'm really on